Hey everybody! Let's just get a couple things off the bat straight. Yeah, I finally escaped Detroit. Now I'm in Germany. Secondly, a witch turned me into a cock. No questions needed. Anyways, I'm here with a quick video since there seems to be a little bit of confusion in the community about the history of slavery. So here's a little bit of a explanator for y'all. And this is also with a lot of help from Diego, who's providing me a lot of facts I wasn't aware of throughout his videos. So slavery started in 1975 in something that was called the Atlantic Slave Square. Uh, and it all centered around Greek and Prussian slavers who would come to Pan Africa with their pan face ass, and Umar Johnson was leading them, of course, the little son of a, you know. Anyways, so they came to Pan Africa, and there were a bunch of homies chilling there on the South Street, getting ready to steal shit. And they're hanging out on South Street, and they got fucked up. Anyways, so these guys stroll up on them, and they're like, "Hey, you want to pick your own hours? You want to pick cotton and somehow turn it into various products outside of just clothing and clothery, and own your own store and shit?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they go over and they don't work during the day. They work at night. They live in long houses with a long kitchen because after Thursday became the president of the world, he outlawed short kitchens because he doesn't stand for that bullshit. And let's see what else happened. So yeah, so the slaves are all chilling, right? And they go over there and they're picking their own hours. They're picking their own cotton. They get to keep the cotton they pick, and they don't just turn it into clothing. You would think that cotton being out of a fabric that clothing is made of, pretty much used for anything else, you would just be able to make clothing. But no, they make greens and they make chiclets and what was the other one? Shitlets. They make shitlets out of that shit, and some crispy chicken, and it's nice. It's blueberry muffins and shit like that, blue honey, all that good shit, right? And they're selling this. They're not just eating it; they're selling it too. And they're making a fucking killing, you know. They're absolutely killing it out there, and they make enough money. They hop on a train to Canada because trains go to Canada back in 1975, and they just start a new life. And you got a long kitchen in Canada, you better believe it. And anyways, that's all for tonight, folks. Derek, who controls the money, out of here. See ya, bitch.